Okay, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Okay, because this is I might have showed this, but this is ICE chasing these dudes.
ICE agents arrived at the field you see behind me earlier this morning. In fact, according to a couple of farm workers we had a chance to talk to, ICE agents arrived right around 6 o'clock this morning. Cell phone video that was posted online right after the raid show ICE agents chasing after some of the workers. ICE hasn't said how many people they detained at this raid earlier today. The agriculture industry in Ventura County is a $2 billion a year industry. That's billion with the B. So raids like this could have a significant impact on what's planted and picked here. One of the workers didn't want us to show his face while he talked to us. Another one was okay with us showing her face, but not giving us her name. One of the workers described what he saw when they arrived to work this morning, and the other talked about the anxiety of coming to work because you don't know if ICE will be coming to your Ventura County field while you're working. Here's what they had to say.
Nomás en la mañana vimos un carro cuando estábamos en la orilla.
This morning we saw a car. We were on the side. The car was coming, and ICE was following the car.
Estaban persiguiendo el coche.
What I fear is that sometimes out of necessity we show up wherever there's work with everything that is happening. It's a bit difficult for us.
Pero por todo lo que está sucediendo es un poco difícil para nosotros.
In a written statement to Eyewitness News, a spokesperson for the United Farm Workers Foundation says they're taking innocent people who are trying to build their own American dream. This is not long.
Well, you know, though, what's crazy is that it's actually just a civil offense to be here illegally. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like a fine. It's like if you don't renew your driver's license in time, that's like a traffic violation. You know what I mean? It's like kind of crazy.
I'm secretly snapping Trump stickers on everything I see and sitting back and watching them. Okay, let me just tell you something about that. I get you rounding up immigrants, right? But dog, that's the farm.
I know. That's
That's
America.
That's not a job Americans are going to do. People say, that's not true. Americans will do this. Which American gonna work in the fucking sun?
I'll do it.
No, dude, you understand like what it mean? Like you have to bend over, like that's so hard.
Not you over here picking cotton.
Like you have to bend over like this. Dude, you bend like all day you like this. All day like you in this position. That's so fucking hard and damaging to your body, dude. Like, that is no light shit. That is fucking hard.
If anybody else just pictured Sky on a plantation. Well, yeah, like, it's like...
Brittany's cooking. That's her making pretzels.
Ooh.
Okay.
Pretzels for what?
Would that be called pretzels?
Yeah, those are pretzels.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Brittany, they look good. I don't know they taste though. Brittany, what you look like eating all this stuff? Brittany, when will we get to see you? I'm just saying, like you just realize, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of dudes who here illegally who cause problems, right?
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of people here.
I say get rid of every last one of them, and state and local governments should cooperate with ICE in terms of getting those dudes out, right? But when you start hitting on the farms, you're really fucking around, dude.
Or even like the kitchen staff and restaurants, they're just here to work and make money. And you want to know what? Also, a lot of like my people that are immigrants I know, they work and they make money and then they send it back to their families in Mexico or wherever they're, like Peru or wherever they're from, you know, like they're making money for their families. They're not trying to destroy they're not trying to infiltrate America.
That's your argument? We should be happy they sending the money to Mexico?
No, they're not doing anything wrong. They're sending it to their families. They're taking care of their family, you know? They're not like shooting up places. They're not like, you know, like it's happening in our American schools, like children. Right?
I'm just saying, like, if you can deport, just make sure you understand, dude, that this shit, you know, I mean, this shit got consequences.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well, if they deport everybody that's illegal, I think they said like there would be no, like, I think we would be not able to do farming for like after like 4 months or something.
It ain't even gonna be that
Something
long.
crazy.
It'll be way quicker than that. That farm right there, only a handful of them can show up tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
You see
people
what I'm
are
saying?
already not showing up to work.
So that means that he will have this he won't be able to harvest his crops, you know?
Yeah. Did you ever work on a farm?
I never did that one. That one's hard.
We had a farm.
Nor do I ever want to have to fucking go out there and pick crops. But the way shit's going, we might end up back there again.
It's a civil war all over again, literally.
Well, you can't deport the PDF files because they're American. I mean, obviously, if an illegal immigrant is that, then you can get rid of him. But if it's an American, ain't nothing you can do. You send the dude to jail and then he's out.
Send him to El Salvador.
Send him to El Salvador.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's leave immigration alone for a second.
Yeah.
Since it's such a sore subject.
I just don't
We're
want to
both
get
immigrants.
deported. Yeah.
You're not gonna get deported. But I know the next step that Trump has, right? Is
Did you read Project 25?
yeah, I've seen some of Project 2025, and dudes were like, "No, that shit's not real."
It's happening.
I know.
It's literally happening.
But you have guys like Elon Musk, right? Mm-hmm. Elon was naturalized. Elon's African American, right?
Yeah.
Elon's an African American, and when he first came here, he was working illegally. Okay, and then he got citizenship.
But he wasn't here on a visa?
Yeah, see.
Or did he let it expire?
Even if you want a visa, there's certain things you're not supposed to do on that visa.
Yeah.
It looked like Elon might have violated that.
Well,
right?
yeah, and your visa's pretty specifically laid out.
Right. But those are things no one cared about. At least they never used to. And I don't think Trump will do this to him, but I suspect they can do this to a lot of people because they're doing it to citizens who, when you go back, you find out that they'd broken this rule. Mm-hmm. And if they, and that's grounds for them to revoke your citizenship.
Yeah.
You see? Mm-hmm. Which is gonna be fucking wild. But the first person they do that to, it's gonna be a fucking problem. Because everybody's.
Because then they're gonna be afraid that you can get your rights taken. Then it's like us, like we could get our papers taken away, you know? You wanna know what's crazy? I was thinking about this. I like joked about when Biden was when he was the president, I was like talking to my dad and I was saying how I should just burn my immigration papers and say that I just got here and get health care.
They weren't getting health care though.
Yeah, they were.
Were they?
Yeah, he was giving health care like to illegals.
How were they getting health care?
Trust
You
me.
sure they were getting health care?
Yeah, they're not anymore, but yeah. It was like a whole
I don't
thing.
believe
He
that
was
they were
trying to
getting
help them become active.
I don't believe they were getting health care.
But can you imagine? And now you're getting deported.
I know, but
a year later, all those people are getting deported that had health care.
They weren't getting health care though.
I think they were.
No, they were never getting health care. I know Gavin Newsom was trying to pass a bill to help with health care for immigrants. But see, dude, you got to deal with Americans first. And health care is not something that even average Americans could afford. Because if any one of us get the right sickness, you're fucking broke. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because healthcare is expensive.
Yeah.
So if you really want to piss Americans off, give healthcare to illegals and watch how fucking quick that flip on you. You see? Yeah, it probably was a thing, but. Hold on, let's see. Okay, let's.
And that's just gonna go down if ICE comes for the blacks. Oh my God.
Okay, let's
just
just
put
see.
healthcare for it.
Healthcare
Why were you looking up healthcare in Nebraska?
for. In California, low-income undocumented can access full scope of Medicare benefits regardless of immigration status. Oh shit!
Told you.
No, but this is a California thing. This ain't a national thing, though.
Well, I've lived here when.
This a Cali thing.
Yeah. No, but I did live here when it was.
But see, even Cali shouldn't do this because
No one should do this.
You have a ton of
no
people-
one should do this.
you have a ton of people here who cannot afford that, and
I
all
can't
I can do,
afford that. Yeah.
all I can do is just cause bad blood, dude. Like you giving ammunition to Trump if you're doing shit like that.
Yeah. I told. Yeah.
That was a California thing. That's not a national. That's not a.
I don't know. Is it still a thing though? I don't think it is anymore. I think they.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
See, Newsom trying to run for president, and he can't have that shit. So, to freeze Medicare enrollment for undocumented immigrants. Yeah, he can't fuck with that.
Yeah, he does want to run for president.
Yeah, so he's trying to go more towards the center.